Yeah, it makes sense that it would be a challenge right now in the current economy, job market landscape, where highly skilled engineers and software people are, it's pretty hard to find.
They are, and for the most part, these very highly skilled engineers want to go work for a startup, and they don't want to go work for a large company because it's just not the nature of the way they view themselves. And we have access to that kind of domain talent right inside our office. So they don't have to go out and hire anybody. They don't have to hire full-time staff. It's very much a close collaboration with the partner. And it ends up being a very close business relationship where we end up sort of in a licensing agreement with them, which looks better on their financial books anyway. So it's a great win-win.
So yeah, actually, let's talk about the talent here a little bit. I wouldn't fit into that bucket, but I am always continually impressed with the quality and the backgrounds of some of our engineers.
Yep. Well, I think there's if I had to divide it into two buckets, it would be sort of the navigation and the localization, which is where am I and what does my environment look like? And then there's the actual driving of the vehicle itself and responding to both known and unknown obstacles and to complete a mission. And we've got a great blend of people among both of those. Our DNA as a sensor company for both localization and sensor fusion is a perfect foundation to lead to our autonomy platform. And one of the reasons that companies do business with us is having that DNA in our background. So, wow, you guys know how to build hardware. You know what sensor fusion is. You've built sensors before. Wow, that's great. That's a great foundation for then expanding into autonomy and using that as the foundation.
Right, and that kind of makes sense from the hardware perspective. We're doing the sensors, the sensor hardware, and then the software for the navigation part of it. But we're not doing any of the building a mower or building some kind of robot like that, right?
And that's not the business that we're in. Now, if you look at these industries, there are startups within these industries that are building an entire robot from the ground up. And I think they'll probably do well, and they'll get some of the market share, and those will probably be decent businesses. But these legacy manufacturers own about 95% of these markets, and they're not going to give ground very easily. So we believe there is an incredible business in helping these legacy companies get autonomous vehicles to market, electrified autonomous vehicles to market as quickly as they possibly can. And that way they can either sort of, either marginalize these startups or at least have a competitive offering so they can say, look, we're on top of this. We've got what you need.